for the Thomas and the Terizla, but the CC is open, and now Chip. Now in the building for the side of BTK, and there's the Roger we've been talking about.
All right, so you pick Liu Yi, we're going to get the chip, and we haven't really gotten to see the chip in NACT that much just yet, at least not successfully. BTK really throwing a wild card in here.
I mean, a chip, and especially in a 5-man setting, the familiar Martis getting picked up there for that last pickup for best player. But Chip, the one thing that I have seen when it comes to like these group plays is, especially in the mid to late game, especially in the early, if he catches you, you're basically caught by the entire team. You throw down those portals, the entire team comes out, destroys you, gets back in their lane like nothing happened. And this is going to be something that can help match them against the diversion of Hoon on the Liu Yi.
I hope the cameraman can keep up with all this mobility on the board. There's a lot of teleports with the Valentina, with the Liu Yi, but then the chip to even rotate more around the map for BTK. Something Gaimin Gladiator is going to have to watch out for. But keep in mind, GG able to take game number 1, 14-minute finish. Bit on the hook, BTK trapped inside of GG's trap for game number 1, but this is their chance to turn this around and even out the series.
All right, so let's jump into it right now. GG leading this best of 7 by 1. BTK looking for the comeback to even things out.
Yeah, and this is where it matters. You're down 1 game. Can you bring it up to a tie? Can you break that momentum?
Yeah, breaking the momentum is key to the world. They will show a little bit of that slogan for the NACT spring season. But mobazane, yet again, game number 2, similar to game number 1, ran that Fredrin, has a lot of crowd control he's going to have to watch out for. Best player, again on the Martis, needing to find a way to pave the early game.
Ooh, Shark actually may be caught here in the early game. Takes a stun, able to flicker himself to say, I have to stop guessing Shark here if he's going to get caught.
I think there's, with picking up the chip, right? Cold World gets onto that, and we have the Edith down in the EXP lane, and I'm wondering how that's going to favor BTK. We know if White Chicken gets the advantage, it could be trouble. One thing about the Edith is it can close the distance a bit and maybe stop that kiting, but it's definitely kind of a mechanical matchup and could be troublesome if mielow falls behind.
Well, I feel like both sides are going to pressure the side lanes, especially with having the Valentina for the diversion, having the Liu Yi on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. You're going to have to expect the unexpected for today's games. A couple of those emblems on the board. Look at the quantum charges. 3 quantum charges for BTK so far. We talked about the mobility, not only with the ultimates, but also with the battle spells and emblems.
Speaking of off lanes too, it's crazy that they picked the Roger into the Harith, right? And it's like, he must feel confident on, but we already said Basic needs a good matchup. Is this going to be a good matchup for him?
I mean, and that's kind of the thing. In the super early game, Roger can put a lot of pressure, but you need to send somebody there because eventually that Harith is going to come up. He's going to be able to bully his way back. He's going to be a menace when it comes to these team fights, and this is just one of those win conditions that we were able to talk about earlier.
Yeah, game number 1. Oh, wait a second. The play on the bot side, Chicken making the most out of the mobility from CC, able to get out of there, but mobazane now going to pull the aggro of this turtle. Game number 1, they were able to claim the first one, but after that, they lost all the objectives. Is this going to be the turnaround?
Yeah, best player does get his purple buff. The turtle might be going over. mobazane able to secure it before the Gaimin Gladiators come in. They do force back Gaimin Gladiators. Best player gets caught and taunted. Mark Cutie finds and secures a kill.
A good play from BTK, able to claim the first objective. mobazane getting off that turtle. Mark Cutie picking up his kill with the Valentina.
All right, so they get a turtle, they get a kill, they get a very good start right now, and just with that first gank down in the EXP lane, I was a little worried because it looked reminiscent of last time, trying to grab the bait and not being able to get it, but now BTK starting off well.
I mean, this is one of the successful points. Oh, we do have a diversion coming in. Mark Cutie able to see it, so they don't go in with it. But one of the pressure points we were talking about, we do have the Zaman Force laid down, immune onto Zia, putting on a damage. Best player there, finds the decimation. Basic is down. Cold World running for the hill, gets caught on the flank by Shark. Requiem is out there. The Hoon laying down the damage, but not able to secure kill number 2.
Basic walks right into the Zaman's Force and catches a face full of decimation, and then the Violent Requiem just to stop Cold World in his tracks. Gaimin Gladiators never lets up.
I would say a little bit of bait from Zia as well. He popped that Purify to be able to get out of there. He kind of expected that, and his team was there to help him get that kill. And now you're looking at it 1-1 on the scoreboard. Both sides still have having an even advantage.
Oh man, great read by Fly Chicken here. Just to narrow, not even to dodge, but just get just far enough out of reach.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job at it. And, you can tell it's like, I'm trying, but you can just never catch him.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to expect the unexpected. Like I said, the mobility is key. The purifies from both sides to be able to get out of the crowd controls. Both of these drafts can definitely take the advantage for these objectives, but it's gonna be boiling down to execution. 10 seconds until the next turtle spawns in. So far, BTK able to claim the first one. Diversion play, though, into mid lane.
Basic gets caught with a flicker again. Popped up. Damages out. Hoon finds a kill there. Zia running away. BTK on the chase. And there goes the damage. Coleworld able to pick up that kill there. Hoon getting to the safety of his tower.
Okay, it's still a bloodbath just like last game, but this time BTK getting the better of it, but the gold's still so close.
Yeah, the rotation to the top side. The Zombie Force dropping down the defense from BTK. Hoon, though, able to take down basic. Coleworld gets a response back, though. 3-2 on the scoreboard. And look at mobazane on that Fredrin, not afraid to try and deny some of the farm from Gaimin Gladiators. One of the things he kind of profits on as the jungler and for BTK, you are going to see Windtalker picked up over there from basic as well, getting ready to have those enhanced basic attacks on this Roger, who we've seen one of the few heroes to get a Savage this NXT team spring season.
Most definitely. Now we got to take a look, right? We got to see, again, the gold lead. It's unlike last time where GG, they were getting some extra kills. They were steadily climbing ahead. BTK not really able to push completely forward just yet.
A little bit of a hello there from best player and mobazane. No kills. I mean, we're a little, I don't want to say slowed down. They're kind of baiting out, looking for an opportunity. C-Star comes in here. Coleworld, he knows.
Yeah, it's neck and neck right now, but something definitely standing out is Zia ahead in the gold lane up against basic right now, up by 1,000. Need to be careful, but look at the top side. A little uncontested. Basic knowing he can't step there to defend, and this is going to be GG, claiming the first turret of the game.
Ooh, from the flank, Coleworld looking for an opportunity here, looking for an angle. Dominant Force laid out. Coleworld taking a heap of damage. Here comes the rest of BTK, looking to pay them back. Hoon in trouble, gets taken out by mielow, and they are unable to return the favor.
All right, they show up, they pull up, they skirt out, they find a kill. They may lose that bottom tower, though. Could be a problem. They're looking for another one. Deleted.
Ooh, able to profit right there, and now may be able to take this turret. Just needs to proxy those minions. Zia,
yeah.
gonna have to go back. Zane, not gonna check the bush. He's just worried about the objectives. Cool, calm, and collected. BTK evening out the playing field.
Yeah, I mean, it was an even game right now. We're going to start. Oh, actually, best player able to kind of force down these minions, so you're not going to be able to get a tower just yet.
Yeah, and we got to see that with best player. Even in game number 1, he was rotating around and taking a lot of the turrets off the board. Another diversion play, though, something that Gaimin Gladiators likes to focus on to catch BTK off guard, but not able to find a member.
And even if it's not to catch him off guard, what it does there is it gives them a quick position over this turtle when all.
Whoa! The Purify is out. Shark is in chase. He finds the mark. Cutie down. mobazane able to repay the favor to Shark. Now immune out. Fly Chicken trying to get away. CC just so slippery.
And now BTK gonna take control of the turtle pit. A turnaround against Gaimin Gladiators. Cutie falling short right there, but BTK still working in their favor. A turret does drop as well.
So with gold being so even right now, we're going to start creeping into the mid game. How do late games match up? How does this really match up? No one's got a huge lead, Wheezy.
Yeah, and that's where it's going to kind of boil down to the execution from both sides. Who can get that diversion off first?
Ooh, they come in now. Basic does find a kill on the Fly Chicken, but he's getting chased by 4 members of the Gaimin Gladiators. He is going to be able to find him escape. And Gaimin Gladiators, man, right now this game 7-3, falling a little behind.
Basic finally showing up, putting a kill on the map. He's had a troublesome game and a half. Maybe he can finally start pulling something together here.
Yeah, BTK now trying to put some pressure in the mid lane. Both sides still holding on to their mid turret. So far, 1 turtle for BTK, 2 turtles for Gaimin Gladiators, 2 turrets for them as well, which means they still have the slightest advantage, but they're down in kills.
Yeah, I mean, but right now, when it comes to kind of the macro on the board, you've got 2 towers down on BTK's side. So Gaimin Gladiator is still comfortable. They're not worried about the kills. They're just worried about the pressure on the map. And this, as you were talking about, that late game, what kind of answers do they have in that late game? Because unlike the first game, they don't have a lot of pressure in the early statures here.
And this is something we see in this matchup all the time between BTK and GG. Even if BTK has that kill lead, they seem to not be able to keep up in overall gold. GG still hunting, looking for something.
And just like that, Fly Chicken gets caught by BTK, but he's going to be able to get away basic, looking for an opportunity, looking for the angle, finds the kill onto Fly Chicken. The rest of Bloodthirsty Kings turning their tails on to GG, who return some suppressive fire and are going to be able to find themselves an escape.
Unfortunate for Fried Chicken. I really wanted to say the statement, skated out of there, but not able to pull it off. You got to see Basic on his tail to be able to get that kill, finding his second kill of this game. A little bit better of a start compared to game number 1.
All right, so now the gold lead has finally gotten ahead. It took a little bit. They've been standing at a standstill, but it's still dropping down. GG is just so good at cleaning up the map and keeping the gold in there. First Lord up, and nobody feels extremely ahead.
Yeah, now you have 4 members of BTK. There's a little bit of a bait out for this Lord. GG looking for an opportunity. Interestingly enough, we have Chip on the outside trying to push the flank. So you're not going to have all those portals out ready when it comes to this objective. GG now turning their tail back to this Lord.
Yeah, trying to find the advantage, look for the diversion play, not able to find it, but gathering some information against BTK. And now, look at mielow on the bot side, just giving that vision. Doesn't want to allow them to take this objective with ease. They do have a diversion on their side as well, especially with that Valentina that can profit. But so far, profiting GG slightly with the advantage.
Yeah. Gonna get caught, get stunned out. Here comes the rest of BTK. Immune out. Zia looking for, is not gonna be able to find an escape. Diversion is out. In comes a best player looking for a kill. He's got 3 members of BTK surrounding him. Here come reinforcements, but BTK finds themselves a kill. Shark down to half health. Kid's gonna have to flicker himself into the tower. That is 2 down for GG.
Did you see the ultimate from CC stopped Basic in his tracks? He went for the and pounce and got caught right before he could connect. That could have went so much differently, but now BTK still possibly gonna be able to take this Lord.
Yeah, gonna give him the advantage. Now gonna be able to claim this objective, not losing a member in that engagement, but taking some away from Gaimin Gladiators. Now in control of this game, 11 minutes in. Last game, number 1, we got to see GG close it out with a 14-minute finish, but it doesn't look like this is gonna be the same story.
Yeah, I mean, you got about a 3K gold lead for BTK right now. They've tied up the towers. They now are starting to get objectives, and this is where Gaimin Gladiators should be worried.
Yeah, definitely should be worried. I would say I'm kind of paying close attention to Fried Chicken 0-2-0, but the mid lane.
I do like to see Shark. He is able to find that pop-up, realizes it's not the target he wants, immediately backs up.
Most definitely now BTK with control over the map, with a nice gold lead. Cold World maybe gonna try to pull up on best player just like they did Zia earlier.
Oh, best player's not able to stop this tower from going down. Cold World comes in, portal is out. The rest of BTK comes in, but best player says, eat my dust. He's looking for an escape, getting caught, comes in for the scissors, and is not able to get away. Another kill for Basic.
Okay, so BTK pulling on the same strings that GG used last game, catching them off 1 by 1, teleporting around the map.
Man, just behind us, the audience is going wild. They're even more hyped than we are in the casters. That's, you gotta love to see it. But yeah, great play from the side of BTK, making the most out of the mobility, but now looking at a possible push through the mid lane.
Yeah, Common Force laid down. mobazane in the midst of the fight. Zia's gonna go ahead and gas himself to safety, and down goes another tower. But Gaimin Gladiator's not looking to let it go in kind.
Yeah, able to take down 2 members of BTK, though. Gaimin Gladiators still trying to find the resolve. As we do take a little bit of a look at that replay for that push in the tier 2 turret. The Zama Force dropping down, forcing Zia back into the base, but now the counterplay from Gaimin Gladiators. BTK, we talked about it, right? Control those primitive urges, and maybe a chance for GG to turn this around.
Yeah, one moment brings GG back into the game here, taking down these towers. I don't think they'll be able to finish anything, but they will be able to really bring back that gold.
Oh man, and we were just talking about this. It's just those little mistakes is all that GG needs to kind of almost tie up the towers now. It's 5 towers to 4 right now. BTK was in a very secure lead. Now a little over 2K gold lead for them.
Yeah, you are going to look at the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Basic falling behind Tazia. He's still up on this Heresy. We wanted to see how it kind of played into the gold lane, especially up against the Roger. But nonetheless, both sides still fighting it out. You are looking at BTK stripped down almost to their inhibitors, but the same story on the other side of the table. So this is, again, a possible another 50-50. But game number 1, we saw BTK get a little too aggressive, and that's when GG started to profit.
You know, with the amount of the diversions, with the amount of the teleports from Chip, the portals, everything, vision is key in this game. Depending on when you want to poke your face into these lanes to take these minions is going to be crucial as we move forward into this, because that's going to be who knows where to make the play happen.
Yeah, you are going to see the Lord spawn in. GG going to go ahead and pull the aggro, trying to force out the Bloodthirsty King, spotting out mielow, Shark with the spatial migration, and now the play for the objective.
Yeah, BTK comes here in kind. GG doing a good job baiting out and zoning out the rest of BTK. Lord down to a third of health. Cold World, Fly Chicken. We have a concealed play coming out there. Now forcing their way into BTK's jungle. mobazane caught between 5 members. Appraiser's Rat finds best player. Zia able to answer back with 2 kills of his own. Basic finds Hoon. Shark is down. Cold World is down. Who's even up? That is a complete wipe on Gaimin Gladiators, Bloodthirsty Kings.
We doubted him. I was wondering if he was going to get it together, but Basic has now shaken the stadium, doing it well, possibly going to try to close this out.
Yeah, definitely going to close it out. Base Crystal, only thing to go through with a couple of minions, but can he do it?
Yeah, you can see that the spawning time is coming in here now, trying to put it. Can they attack fast enough? 50%. Nobody else is out there. This is a tie game, folks.
The 50-50.
The 50-50, the coin flip. The story continues in the HyperX Arena. For everybody watching, we know it's not going to be a sweep.
Man, and let's talk about that Chip, able to answer back with what they saw from Hoon on that Liu Yi. Chip just provided such, Cold World, a great game for him.
Yeah.